There's tears and teeth everywhere.
This is really crazy. Like, I don't think I've ever seen teeth get knocked out as much ever actually. I don't think I've ever seen that on a reunion. Like, this is like the first reunion. I'm seeing veneers coming out. I'm seeing dentures coming out. You know, because bitches really had their real teeth back then. That's the thing. Bitches had their real teeth back then. Now everybody want to get dentures, veneers, and all this extra shit. BBL, all this shit.
This the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, rock, top, top.
Blah, blah, blah. Welcome back to another episode of the Petty Headquarters. I'm your host, Ahna Mac, and this is
Jessie Strange.
And of course, we are back at it again with another motherfucking Baddies recap.
So excited.
This is the Baddies Caribbean Reunion Part 2. So it was definitely one for the books.
Yeah, I'm excited to dive into it.
A lot was going on.
Yeah, I know. We had to stop and pause and rewind a few times.
A lot of the times because we were just shocked at like a lot of the things that we were seeing play out before our faces.
For sure. Mind you, it's Sunday, okay? Sunday, 10:36 p.m. So
right.
Fresh off the Baddies boat.
Right, for sure.
Right? So, but before we begin, for those of you who are new, welcome to the Petty Headquarters. We are a pop culture podcast. We cover Zeus Network, pop culture, all that stuff. So subscribe, hit the like button if you fuck with us, and yeah,
and if you don't fuck with us, I mean, maybe you'll learn something new. So with that being said, let us just get into this week's dose of mess. Jeez.
Yeah, man. So first, let's start off with a recap of the kind of comments that we got from our last episode, our last recap. I know a few people were saying that we were biased towards Biggie, which I thought was interesting because we were, right? And I do want to address that because I feel like I try to tread lightly on being biased, but it just naturally comes out for you because you don't care.
Well, I said,
Biggie.
I did say that I am biased towards Biggie. And at the end of the day, I love Biggie and I'm going to stand on it and I'm going to just say like, yeah, you know, she's done some weird shit where to me, I'm like, you know, okay, she made some mistakes. She was bugging the fuck out. I get that. However, that will not take away my love for Biggie at all. Like, I'm a real fucking fan of Biggie only because she's humble when it comes to her fans. When you see her, she's humble. She didn't do no damn full 360 like fucking Rollie.
Yeah, that's true.
Acting like a asshole, a complete fucking asshole. Like, I feel like the same Biggie we saw at the auditions, she's still kind of like that.
Yeah.
Only difference is that obviously she has to change up certain things about herself because of the environment that she's in to protect herself or to just, you know, fit in. I don't know. Or to simply play the game.
Right.
So,
but I do agree that, you know, besides how we felt about Jayla, people were right. Biggie did start it because that conversation would have never started if it wasn't for Biggie.
But let's be real. Jayla and Natalie were talking and being funny on live. Like, come on. Is she not allowed to say something just because what? Because what? Yeah. So it is what it is. Like, she said she was going to slap her. She did that. And she stood her ground with Jayla. It is what it is. I don't care. She stood on it. I don't give a fuck.
We also missed the fact that Janisha, when she had called out Scotty, she didn't say Scotty with the body.
Yeah.
And I guess people were saying that after, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I had to go back and rewatch because I was just like, what the fuck? And then Scotty talking about, don't forget with the body. Don't forget with the body.
You know, I was surprised that people made it a thing because honestly, I didn't think it was much of a thing. But I guess when you start to think about the history between Janisha and Scotty, I guess I could see why people would be. But part of me feels like maybe they were reaching a little bit. Like, I don't think it was that deep.
Nah, I don't know if it was that deep. However, there is a vibe that Janisha does not like Scotty.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a vibe even from the last reunion.
Yeah.
Oh, it was evident. It was evident in the air. So I feel like there is some weird passive aggression there. It may not be extreme and blunt in your face, but some things something's there for sure.
Right.
For sure. So let us are we done with all those things?
No.
You had something else you wanted to say?
I had 2 more things to say.
Okay, what's up?
We also didn't realize that Jelly, we were so fucking overwhelmed by everybody that Jelly didn't make it back to the reunion.
Yeah.
Which is like a minor detail. But then also, I want to address people saying that Saucy is biased, right? And we're going to see it a lot in this episode as well. But I do want to say one thing's for sure. Saucy may be biased because as humans, we are all biased naturally. Duh. Hello, humans. Hello. But I do think that it's important that he is biased because Janisha is the one that is the balance, right? She's the one that's always, and that was always our issue, right? Like she always was never pressed up on things, never had a favorite. It was always like very neutral, which is totally fine, which is why Saucy makes for a great, host because he not only watches the show, is a fan of the show, but then he's biased, which but it just makes for better content, better reunion.
Yeah.
Now we can jump into the recap.
All right. So let us dive into this part 2 of this reunion. So, of course, the way everything ended off with the first part 1 was with Tink, Bella, and Meatball. So, of course, it picks up back from there. And it is just explosive.
People said they were scrapping.
They were like, somebody said they weren't fighting. They were scrapping. And I was like, no, for real. Like, they really were. And it was just so much going back and forth. Saucy talking about, Meatball. The crowd is talking about chanting Meatball's name. Like it was so much going on. Natalie not giving a fuck about the situation.
Yeah. Let's talk about Saucy encouraging the crowd to scream Meatball, which I thought was mad funny. Not for nothing though. Meatball was holding her shit down.
Yeah, because then Jayla wanted to get her ones with her then too. Right after that whole thing, the Tinkerbella and Meatball.
And she did go online. Meatball went online and said that she threw that chair when, she did throw the chair at Tink and then Tink threw the pencil at her. She went online and said that the reason why she threw that chair was because she was out of breath. And her mama always told her that when she can't, when in doubt, got to pick up something and throw something. Basically is what she said, which I'm like, I guess, she did go fight a few rounds. So I could see her being out of breath.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess. Her throwing the chair was wild to me. I honestly was like, damn, like it's really that deep. It was really that deep that you had to pick up the chair and throw it.
And that's the thing though, was it that deep? Because she ends up crying after that whole thing. I mean,
clearly it was that deep
and
if she's crying.
Tommy was like,
giving her a whole pep talk. Like,
was she the one that's saying that don't let these cameras bring that out of you, right?
Yeah.
She was the one saying that, right?
Yeah.
Which I wanted to talk about because I think it's interesting. You see Meatball crying. It seems like she didn't want to do this, right? Like it hurts her, right? Because this was supposed to be her sister. What did you think about that? First of all, what did you think about
I honestly
her
didn't give a fuck about it. Like it was cute. It was cute. Tommy giving her the pep talk. It was cute. I feel like Meatball needed that. However, I just didn't care because Tommy, where did you come from? Like, you don't even know what's going on. Like, which, okay, respectfully, she doesn't need to know what's going on to offer her some kind words. But I was just kind of over it. I was like, honestly, Meatball, you did seem like a hater, yo. I'm sorry. Whether we know the full fucking story or not, you really seem like a hater. You did come for her first, which is why Tink then came for you. It was just giving, that friend that is mad that you made it before them or you got to certain places before them, even though they feel like they brought you out there. Like they put you on and they didn't. That was what Meatball was giving the whole time, even with her lives, even all her videos, what she said about Tink, everything. So to me, I didn't give a fuck about the damn pep talk. I didn't care. I was like, y'all could talk, that's cute. That's cute. But like, bitch, like you really were being a hater. You were being fucking weird. And you're saying it's more than a chain, yet you're the main one who couldn't shut the fuck up the entire season about the chain.
Big facts, clock it. Big facts, clock it.
I don't care about the pep talk.
I do want to say though, I do find it interesting because Tink didn't have to come out and immediately square up with Meatball, which kind of goes and feeds the narrative. Like, yes, maybe Meatball did start off as a hater, and maybe it did, like, you know, that was like kind of like the start of the ball rolling down, you know, type shit. But I didn't think that Tink needed to come out and fight her, especially if Meatball's looking at, I guess Tink in her eyes, she's like, okay, she's not my friend anymore anyway, so I'm going to do this and it's going to be a show. You know, the reunion, you're going to show out.
But these people, you have to remember, after the show, there's still constant online shit talking. So.
Right. And that was a thing. They definitely had online shit talking. But then it's like, I guess trying to see from Meatball's perspective, it's like you already see Tink as she, not only you coming off as a hater, but then also you knew her, you loved her, because there was clearly some type of love there, sister love, whatever it was. And now she acting out for the cameras again, and then you get defensive. And I just feel like, again,
you have to remember where they're from. They're from Philly. At the end of the day, that's what they know. To really get closure, they need to fight it out. They may not want to do that, but sometimes, like in certain hoods and in certain areas, that's what you do. Yeah. That is just what you do.
Okay, so you're saying Tink went out because she wanted her closure. She wanted her big one.
I mean, if she was talking shit about her, yeah, she's going to stand on it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like that fight was personal, which is why people was like, they was scrapping. They wasn't fighting no more. They was scrapping because it was personal.
Yeah,
like
Tink
it
got
was
tight.
It hit deeper than just TV shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and we clearly saw that.
Yeah, because like Tink got all upset, took the mic off and everything.
Yeah, she took the mic off. You know, she wanted to go get her. Security was like not trying to have her go back on scene, basically causing a scene. So they kind of dragged her out. And this whole time while this is happening, Saucy is just antagonizing this whole thing, which I was like, damn, poor Tink. I that's one thing I didn't like. I didn't like how the audience was really chanting Meatball when Meatball was the one, honestly, being a hater first. Like, she was being weird, which probably led to other deeper things that she didn't talk about that they probably had in their relationship and friendship. So...
And Saucy also saying,
she gonna be MVP.
Meatball gonna be
MVP, whatever. Because he said MVP, but whatever. No, I don't agree with that. No, she's not. But yeah, it was weird. It was weird because I feel like Meatball really did bring this on herself, to be honest. And now y'all over here acting like, yeah, Meatball, go Meatball. Like,
yeah, no. With no help from Saucy, because he kind of was like, yeah, Meatball.
Yeah,
Meatball.
for sure.
And that's why you that's why Tink got upset when, you know, you can tell she felt some type of way because of that, right? Obviously, you're in a crowd. You're hearing that. But then also, she went online and said, you know, you shouldn't be saying that I be having seizures. Yeah. Which, in my opinion, if he was on her side, I don't think it would have bothered her as much. Because clearly when Tink was acting up, it looked like she was like throwing a temper tantrum, and the security was dragging her out, and Saucy was being funny, in my opinion. Right. He was just being funny, antagonizing, being stupid. He was hyped. You know, he loves this shit. So seeing it live must have been crazy. You know what I mean? Like, if you
was
a
here
fan,
for the ratchet shit.
Hell
he was like, I'm here for this ratchet shit. I love this shit. That's what it was giving.
The whole time.
The whole time.
So, you know, he's like trying to be funny, talk about, oh, she having a seizure. Which is not funny, but like at the end of the day, I feel like it wouldn't have bothered Tink if maybe he was just more on her side.
Yeah. I mean, duh. That's just human nature,
right? But yeah, also Meatball ends up fighting Jayla, obviously. And did she win that? I don't even remember.
I don't even know. I feel like that was just a waste of space.
Yes, Meatball definitely got her ones, and Jayla sat the fuck down. Yeah, she sat down. She was just like, once Meatball started doing that crazy girl dance, you know, she was dancing in front of Jayla. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna sit the fuck down.
I just feel like, I don't even know why. Okay, Jayla said that Meatball was talking on the internet, so she had to settle her once. I just feel like that whole fight was a waste of space. We didn't need it. But, you know, after Tommy does give Meatball the little pep talk, Meatball then gets very emotional, starts yelling in the audience, telling everybody to mind their business, this shit deeper than the chain and all this stuff. And it really got emotional on that stage. I was just sitting there looking at the TV like gagged, like, wow. Emotions is high this reunion. Yeah, there's tears, there's you yelling at the audience. It is high energy.
There's tears and teeth everywhere.
Yo, this is really crazy. Like, I don't think I've ever seen teeth get knocked out as much ever actually. I don't think I've ever seen that on a reunion. Like, this is like the first reunion. I'm seeing veneers coming out. I'm seeing dentures coming out. You know, because bitches really had their real teeth back then. That's the thing. Bitches had their real teeth back then. Now everybody want to get dentures, veneers, and all this extra shit. BBL, all this shit, right? Bitches had their teeth back then, so we didn't have to worry about that shit. Now, no, that's crazy.
So then DTV comes out.
Yeah, and Saucy makes it known that this is his favorite. This is his favorite baddie. And then he's like, you know, bring out DTV. This like, bitch comes out hella cute. Talk about disturbing these bitches. Like,
what we doing? What y'all want? You want a dialogue?
That was the first thing she said. Like, what are we doing? We lining it up or what? We having dialogue or what? And I was like, oh my God, girl, no. First of all, I just want to say something.
Go ahead.
Her coming out in that cute pink little one piece get up, I don't even know why she did that. And listen, I get that Diamond is about, you know, Diamond the body, having the body looking good, right? But you knew you're going up against Tesehki.
I felt like her outfit was appropriate. Her wig wasn't glued. It shit came right the fuck off when she flung it. She like had on did she have on sneakers? She didn't have on shoes. She had like a sports outfit. I think her outfit was appropriate.
She did have on sneakers.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like it was appropriate. Not like fucking Callie walking around or like Ahna where they had the high heels and everything.
I feel like it was just too cute. Like, I just feel like if I know I'm gonna go die, I'm gonna come prepared to at least, like, you know, be comfortable clothing. You know, I just feel like I would have prepared for this. And, you know, I feel like she didn't prepare for it. She was just doing the clout chasing thing that she usually does, which is cool. But, like, at least prepare.
Yeah. Well, I honestly think she was as prepared as Diamond the Body was gonna get because, man, oh my God, when Tesehki got up, and fucking Saucy Santana's like, hold on. Because I felt the same way. I'm like,
I was like, wait. This is a lot. Like, we just saw so much happen.
You
like,
know the feeling when you're about to drop on a roller coaster? That's how it felt. I was like, oh, this is the moment.
Yeah.
But would you say that the moment was overhyped on social media?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I didn't expect much. It's not like it was E.T. and Tesehki. Like, you know, when that was the fight, I was waiting for that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for that fight because I already knew that was going to be a shit show. Like, I knew that was going to be crazy. That was the fight we should have seen when the show aired. Instead, no, they wait for the fucking reunion, which is weird. You should have did this from the moment she walked in.
Yeah.
From the moment you said trashiki, whatever the fuck E.T. said, it should have been up from there. And you know what? Whatever. That wasn't the case. So we did get a show at the reunion. They went 5 rounds, bar for fucking bar. What a show. What a show. What a fight. It was amazing. Encore. It was so good. Yeah. I enjoyed that. They did what they needed to do. But yeah, I mean, their fight was really like...
It was, first of all, anticipated. I was like, wow. Shout outs to Diamond for doing her job promoting that stamp fight because I was so excited to see how it went down, and it was just classic. It was so classic in the way it started because DTV, being classic clown DTV, takes off her wig and starts trying to smack Tesehki with it, bro.
The fact that she took off the wig to throw it at Tesehki, I was like, shorty, man.
She's scared.
Yeah. I was like, damn, yo. Like, I just feel like if you already, I don't know. I just feel like if you knew already that you were going to go up against a big dog like that, just go all in. It's now or never. Go all out. Like, what are you backing up for? The more you back up, the worse it's gonna get. Yeah. Like, for real.
No, for sure.
For real. Like, shorty was swinging like crazy.
Yeah.
Backing up. She didn't know. She was hesitating a lot. And I was just like...
She looked scared to get hit.
She looked scared to get hit. And I feel like going up against someone like that, you can't be scared to get hit. Like, you just gotta full face... You just gotta go in, man. You already made your bed. And sleep in it.
And she was complaining about the rug. They got rid of the rug mid-fight.
Yeah, and then she still was doing the same thing even without the rug. So I was just like...
She was swinging. I think I only saw her...
just laughing, yo.
I only saw her connect once.
Yeah,
onto
once.
Tesehki's face. And then you see the moment. The hit that not only made her second guess everything she's ever done in her life.
Yeah, you saw her do a double take, too, when she got this hit.
She got hit, fell by the chair, but then also, I feel like a lot of people missed it. Bianca gets up and kicks Diamond in the body twice in the back.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. You noticed that, and we had to rewind it, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? What beef did they have? She snuck her. That's what it was.
But it's so annoying. Like, Bianca does nothing but sneak people. Like, that was just so corny. And obviously, I mean,
to be fair, Diamond did sneak her, so she got her lick back.
I guess.
She got her lick back.
You right. But, like, I mean, this is Bianca, the same bitch that fucking ran away from Sapphire while spitting. And, like, you know, she does act scary, but she does have her points because she beat up Mariah. So...
I mean, I guess, but can we just talk about Tommy falling on the ground mid-fight with DTB and Tesehki? That was so fucking random. Shorty fell backwards, legs straight, all up in the sky. I was like, there's no way you really fell back like that, bro. Like, mid-fight with DTB and Tesehki. I was just like, yo, Tommy really... You know, class act. Tommy is just off the shit. What are you falling backwards for? Like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was laughing.
It's that damn rug.
I was laughing. Shorty, seriously. I think she like tripped because like she caught herself in the middle of it, and then she just whoop,
and the rug moved, and then she went boop right back,
legs straight in the air. I was like, this is so chaotic. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
So chaotic. Where fucking Tesehki's over here talking about right before the fight, she doing the elbow thing.
Yo, that was so fucking funny, yo. I'm sorry. She really does that.
I didn't know she did that.
Yeah, she does that. This is the second time I've seen her do that.
That's crazy.
She did it. The first time she did it was on Bad vs. Wild when she fought T-Love. And now she just did it again. And it's so funny. I just keep thinking about Andrea and Danny when it was like, let me tell you something. I just can't. I love it. I love it. Yeah. So then Diamond goes backstage because now her lip is busted. And I think at this point she feels that the tooth is gone. So she's backstage, quiet as hell. They're like trying to help her. Shorty strips naked. Into a different outfit. I was so confused. I was like, all I see is titties and then everything else.
Everything else.
What is going on right now? She did not care.
Nah, but you see the pain in her face.
You do.
You saw the pain in her face. And you know what? I gotta give it to her because that dude, you know, you see a lot of emotion in people's eyes. And you saw like that pain in her eyes, and still she fucking licked her lips, went back outside, got changed, and fought Slim. Yeah. And honestly, held her ground. Like Slim didn't beat her ass. Like it's not like, you know, they kind of fought and it was almost a tie or whatever.
It was just a waste of space, that fight too. But you know, Slim had to do that because she did get beat up on the show, and she was like, that's what I said, I was drunk. I was drunk. See, don't play with me. She was going in.
But she was going in but didn't even do anything.
She didn't really do any damage, but whatever. You proved your point. You were drunk, and now, you know, you're sober now doing this, so you held up more of a fight this time than you did on the show. So kudos to you. I guess you got your ones there, but you know who I can't wait to talk about. You know who I'm just counting down. I can't wait till we talk about that bitch.
But Saucy, I was like, DTB disappointed me.
Yes.
You disappointed me.
Yes. He did say that.
He don't care.
He really didn't
His
care.
favorite baddie, and still tells her the truth.
Favorite baddie. Yes. He really keeps it real, yo.
And really then we also forgot to mention that when DTB comes out, Natalie wants to sit there and say, follow and unfollow. You ain't getting clout off of me. And it's like, bitch, why are you talking like you fought her?
Yeah, it was so ugly. Like Natalie hyping shit up in the background, prancing around like that was so weird to me because Tesehki and Diamond are having their own little thing. They're about to go one-on-one and you're talking shit like, who's looking at yo? She be doing this random shit sometimes that just makes me cringe. Because why did you say that? That's like when she was in the dressing room talking about let's get ready to rumble. Like, why do you need to say these corny ass things? Like, it gives like I don't know, you're corny.
This is what it gives. It gives, you know, those live streamers, like let's say Jack Doherty. If y'all don't know Jack Doherty, he's just a live streamer. You don't need to know about him. He's a waste of space in the internet world. However, I'm only bringing him up because he's a live streamer that'll go antagonize people in the real world, but then has his big, you know, security guards fight his battles for him. And that's what Natalie gives me. Like she'll sit there and talk like she beat her up.
Yeah.
But I mean, no, like, you know what I'm saying? Same thing she did when Diamond with her tooth online, talking about this. Like,
but
she
it's
was
the same thing when she be throwing up blood signs and shit like that, or gang signs, not realizing that this shit has true consequences. You can't just be out here doing dumb shit. Like, it's like, tell me you're from the suburbs without telling me. That's how she acts every time. Like, why did you say, let's get ready to rumble? Like, you really thought you ate. You thought that was cute. You thought that was so cool. You really thought you were gang saying that shit. You thought you were down. Like, you just thought you ate. Like, it's crazy. Like, you really thought that was so cool. So cool for you to say. Like, even no, I get no clout off of me. Unfollow it. Like, you're corny, man. You're a little fucking corny. Like, you're a corny girl from the suburbs is what it's giving. Like, for real.
Valley girl Natalie came out.
That's what it is. That's why when she tries to be hard saying these things, I'm like, girl, you are not hard. You are not doing her little lip thing. Like, I can't even do it. Like, girl, you're not hard. You're not. Like, stop.
Oh my God. And then DTV fucking trying to sneak Tesehki.
Oh yes. We had to rewind that shit. I was like, is this bitch dumb?
Yeah.
She said, I need my ones.
Yeah, I don't blame her. She, at that point, she knew she lost. She's embarrassed.
Yeah.
And she's in pain. You could tell she's in pain and upset because she throws the chair. She throws the bouquet of flowers on the set. Like, she does. Upset. If she can't get Tesehki, she go get the set.
No, for real. That's what it gave. She was like, get your ass in the field. Yeah. Talk about, like, what? And can we just say one thing? Biggie gets the hat and all of that for Tesehki, right? And Tesehki, she puts the hair back on. Why is she talking about, get the cameras on my face, bro? I look crazy. I look a mess. And I'm like, you looked worse when you fought E.T., girl.
So
like, you really don't look that bad. You're missing only one eyelash. Like, you look pretty good. Like, so when she said that, I was so confused because I'm like, girl, you was looking crazy when you fought E.T.
She was riled up.
She was looking scary, like a dog. Like, you know, like a dog and a shark all at once. Like, when their eyes get fully black, that's what she looked like when she fought E.T.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are now realizing because they see the difference. I know I saw a lot of comments saying that, now looking at this fight with DTB, you can see how much E.T. really held her own.
But I know
you've been said that.
And everybody was talking shit about me, talking about E.T. ain't do nothing. E.T. ain't do nothing. She ain't do nothing. I'm like, no, you don't understand. E.T. held her own. Like, I remember sitting here going hard, like hyped about that fight. Cause I'm like, no, they went bar for bar, yo. I watched the slow-mo. Yeah. And I said that the last time. I watched the slow-mo. They was really hitting each other. E.T. was not scared to get hit. Like, she just kept punching. And, like, she was hitting Tesehki, and Tesehki was hitting her, too.
Yeah.
Tesehki definitely was the champion of that fight. But still, E.T. went 5. And you know how much stamina you have to have.
I mean, yeah, Meatball fucking threw a chair after, like, 2 or 3 rounds. So, yeah, you gotta
go 5 rounds.
After your BBL surgery.
Right. Shorty from the trenches, for real. She really an alley cat. I don't even know. She might be worse than an alley cat.
You know what? Speaking of alley cats, the next person we get introduced to is Gretchen.
Oh my God. Big Gretch. They don't even waste no time. They just call these bitches out. They're just like, yeah, Big Gretch, come on to the stage. And of course, she's ready. Her hair is like, you know, tied up. You know, she got this little shirt on, her little army camouflage pants, her shorts. And immediately her and Jayla, you know, she's like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? And it's this whole thing. They're going back and forth arguing.
Jayla said, you bitch.
Yeah, like they're going back and forth. Then Gretch just gets up, runs over to Jayla, and they just start fighting.
Yeah.
They start fighting, but then that's broken up. Mm-hmm. But then they start fighting again.
But let's not skip the most important part. Gretch swings and Jayla swings. They start fighting. And then Callie out of nowhere.
That's right.
Runs up. And I want to say this. Callie runs up, not only does she try to sneak Jayla, she misses Jayla.
That pissed me off.
Falls right into the arms of Sapphire,
who drags her
chokes
away.
her, grabs her, chokes her, and holds her and pulls her back. And I gotta say, shout out to Sapphire, because that is the most you've ever done, because you didn't have that same energy with Suki. And no one was Jayla's friend, because the only person that was Jayla's friend was Sapphire, because Scotty got out the way, Natalie got out the way, seeing that Callie came up and started, was jumping her.
And Saucy made a note of that and was like, how, y'all gonna have to get in the pay with Callie, because how do you have her sneaking your bitch and nobody's doing nothing? Nobody's trying to get their ones with her or fight her for sneaking, because that's a thing. Like, usually people will jump in, they see you jumping in, like, that's weird, right?
Exactly.
Nobody was doing that. So, I thought that was funny that he pointed that out, and I was like, kudos,
and
props to you.
He kept antagonizing it too, because he was over there talking to the crowd.
He
was talking to the crowd like, yeah, you seen this, you seen that.
He was on repeat with that Callie situation.
Yeah, he was trying to get a reaction.
Desperately wanted someone to fight Callie. Like, he wanted that, and nobody did. So I mean,
no one
is
did.
What it is. No one stepped
and
to,
then
to Callie.
And then Jayla and Gretch go at it again.
Yes.
And this is where shit gets ugly.
This is where the shit gets ugly. They go at it, and then somehow Jayla gets on top of Gretch into the couch.
Yeah, because Gretch pulled her.
Right.
And then they fall back into the couch.
It's crazy. So this is where Jayla is getting her face scratched up, and Scotty's trying to intervene. They're pulling Scotty, and Scotty's like, she's like trying to scratch her face up. Like, I just don't want her to do
and Saucy's like, that don't matter.
Right. Like, get out. And then out of nowhere, they're on the ground, they're tussling, and Jayla is biting fucking Gretch's finger.
Yeah, like,
she's getting her lip back for that fucking bite mark.
Yup.
And bro, then that's when you see Gretch just pull out her fucking tooth.
Yeah.
Her little denture tooth. And I'm just like, how many teeth are going to be on the ground at this fucking reunion?
And there's a slow-mo of when you see Jayla realize her tooth is out, and she looking at it like,
she
what the
literally
fuck?
is on the ground, and she's like, like, literally, I was like, yo, this is some shit. Like, I was shocked. I was very shocked that Jayla was even biting her finger. Okay? I didn't think she would do that, but I guess she want to get her lick back from the bite.
Yeah, she definitely wanted to get her lick back. And not for nothing, though, Gretch definitely is like a Puerto Rican alley cat on some real shit, because she fights dirty. She bit Jayla the first time, and then, like, she don't care. If she's losing, like, she's gonna play dirty. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Jayla definitely met her match on that, because, yeah, maybe Gretch can't fight, like fist fight. But at the end of the day, Jayla, her face is her money. Her brand is her, like, her face. You know what I'm saying? Her look. So the fact that, she had her scratched up like that.
Yeah.
It literally looked like she got into a cat fight, yo.
Yeah, it looked crazy. Like, Jayla's face looked wild. You could tell Jayla was a little embarrassed. Angry. She stopped talking.
Yo.
That's how you know. Like, you stop talking, you really pissed the fuck off. And you just ready to just get even.
Yo.
Like, she really looked like she was contemplating, like,
death is what she looked like, because she even went back to sneak her at some point in the reunion.
At some point, she does go back to sneak her, for sure. So this is where they bring out Rollie, they bring out Asian Doll, and they bring out Ahna Mac, right? And in this little session, we see the girls come out as cute. Rollie's in her bonnet, Asian Doll's cute, Ahna Mac is cute, right, with the red hair. Callie does confront Ahna Mac about how, she felt like Ahna was playing with her character online, and they, go back and forth, just having a discussion about that. And Ahna, seems very apologetic, and she's just like, I didn't mean that, And Slim basically said the same thing to her, confronted Ahna about basically calling her out of her name and trying to, defame her character or whatever the case is. And Ahna apologized to her too.
Yeah.
Which I was just like, are you shaking in your boots during this reunion? Because you're really apologetic. Usually you talk a lot of shit like a fucking chihuahua. Like, all of a sudden you're apologetic.
And that's where I feel like I made note of this, because it was weird. Especially the first one, okay, the first apology. Then the second one, I was just I looked at Tiana like,
right,
this is weird, because it gives this, and this is the same thing Callie was saying, that, in real life, you want to act like we're cool, but then when the cameras come out, you want to act big and tough.
Right.
And it's the same thing Stunna, and Stunna actually called her out on it, because she pulled up.
Yep.
She pulled up, and Ahna never came down.
I was so mad that Ahna really just didn't come down, didn't show up, because she really talked a lot of shit.
She would never. She would never, which is the same reason why she wanted to fight Nunu, because
I love Stunner Girl. Bring her back, yo. I love Stunner Girl. Stunner Girl and Biggie, my faves. I don't think I'll ever have a new fave baddie, but we'll see.
But yeah, she definitely, you know, is one of those that she'll talk the talk but never walk the walk. You know what I mean?
Didn't the audience boo Ahna Mac at some point?
Yes.
And what was that? Was that when she was apologizing, or was it something else?
Oh, yeah, because she was mentioning how that she won't fight Kiva.
That's right.
And then the crowd boos. Because, I mean, it makes no sense. Like, how are you going to have this energy for Nunu, but then not for Big Kiva?
Right.
Because she's like, oh, I'll fight her. But, you know, she seemed like she didn't want to.
Right. Exactly. And then, of course, at some point, Saucy clocks it. Like, you know, you jumping in other people's fight, but you don't want to fight. Like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Not find that weird?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Saucy Santana had it out for Ahna Mac this reunion.
He did.
He really did.
He did.
And I wasn't mad at it, because how many times are people going to let you get away with the shit? But before I even get into her.
Yeah, well, Saucy actually kept asking her, so you fuck her baby daddy?
Yes,
you fuck her baby daddy? And then she's like, no, I never met him. And then Biggie's like, oh, yeah, no. She didn't say they fucked. They said that they gave him head or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was, again, funny that literally Saucy kept clocking Ahna Mac.
He kept clocking her for real throughout the entire time. But honestly, he's like, no injured reserve, no nothing, no this, no broken, no fractured face this time, no sizes, none of that. None of that is gonna happen this time. And I appreciated that, because I feel like there's a lot of people that's letting her get away with being fucking scary.
Yeah.
Letting her get away with not standing on it. And then when someone else calls it out, all the fucking fans are like, oh, you're a hater. No, bitch, you're a dick sucker. That's what the fuck you are. You're fucking stupid. Yeah. Sorry. I am so sorry if you... Listen, the Ahna Mac fans are going to hate me this episode. I'm telling y'all right fucking now. So I apologize in advance.
Yeah, well, also, we forgot to mention that when Saucy had called out Asian Doll... Bianca had left, and it's so funny, how did none of these bitches realize that she had left?
Yeah,
but I didn't put it together why she left at that moment. I didn't, and then I remembered, oh yeah, her and Asian Doll had.
But I
shit.
thought that they made up, which is what they were talking about, and Asian did say that they had made up, but I don't know why there was like some beef. I really don't. I guess at some point after watching the show, maybe Asian just felt like, you know,
maybe.
But Bianca put the battery in Mariah's back. But I find that hard to believe when I think production did that shit, yo.
Yeah.
You were brought on to fight her.
Yeah.
Like, y'all had y'all internet beef, and Mariah literally commented, bring her on. Like, really? So I feel like what Asian Doll was saying just wasn't making any sense to me. It just seemed like maybe she getting paid to fight somebody. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, but I love how Saucy does mention, oh, as soon as Asian Doll come out, Bianca's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Like, nobody know where Bianca's at. Everybody's like, where's Bianca? Where's Bianca? Now all of a sudden we playing Where's Waldo? Like, bitch, what the fuck?
No, the funniest part is Meatball having her arm right around the chair and not realizing. She's like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah. I was like, okay, I guess. I mean.
And then Rollie, when she comes out, first of all, she comes out in her bonnet. And she was talking about how she came out serious as fuck. She was like, how I had a pretty dress or something like that. But then she found out that E.T. was going to come onto the show. And then
strays is basically what she said. She said strays. She didn't even say the name.
Yeah, that's true.
And
but then this is where Tommy addresses Rollie, and they start going back and forth
over some dumb shit. Honestly, like about the incident that shit was like 2 years ago. Like, what are we talking about?
I guess because Rollie don't like her from then on.
Yeah, I guess. But like, yo, that was so funny when Tommy was like, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Bro, Tommy's a character, and that's all I'm gonna say. That is all I'm gonna say. That shit was so funny. I feel like it's a waste of of my breath to even talk about their verbal altercation because it was so fucking 2 years ago and it was old and it was just stupid.
Yo,
so,
Tommy addressing the crowd talking about, is Tommy in the net? Like, what are you saying?
Literally,
bitch?
I know. They were like, no. And the crowd like, no. I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't usually see her say too much. She'll say like a little, but she'll get the point. But then she'll do the most.
Right.
Like, you know.
And Rollie talking about how she can't suck Chris Brown dick no more if she had the opportunity to.
Yo, I don't know if he would let her suck his dick, but I mean, do you think he would?
I don't know.
I don't think so. He has a type and she don't fit in that category.
I don't know.
So I don't think that he would even allow that, but yeah. Okay, and this is where we get to the main event. They bring out Nunu, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, Anna's getting ready, you know, putting up the hair and all that. And Saucy is just hyping it up. There she go. There she go.
Yo!
There she go. There she go. I was like,
why was Saucy pointing?
So,
girl, and there she is.
Yeah, there she is. There she. I was like, yo, he really did not care.
He said she right there. She
That's
right
what
there.
he said.
And Janisha's like pointing at Saucy like, yo, this guy crazy. Oh my God, I was crying.
He really said that, yo. He did not care.
He didn't.
And honestly, that first round was a breath of fresh air. I am calm right now, but baby, when I was watching that, I was hot. I was slamming my bed. I was slapping. I was jumping in my bed.
Yo,
I was
crying.
yelling, okay? Because you know what? Finally, stand on the shit, okay? Stand on it. And now, granted, Nunu did start with you because of production, right? But then after that, it was deaded. Then you just keep talking shit about, oh, these replacements. You just keep talking so much on the internet. Like, once Anna starts talking, it don't stop.
It don't stop.
It
You
don't
have
stop.
a chill pill.
No. So it was just like, now you're being fucking annoying when no one's bothering you anymore.
Yeah.
That shit was for TV, bitch. No one's bothering you anymore. Get with the fucking program. Now you're being annoying. And I'm just happy she got what the fuck she deserved.
Nunu, no talking. No talking.
Oh, yo, Nunu was locked in.
What's with her hand though? She did have her shit. Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck? She came out with a broken hand. Like, what's wrong with her hand? And you fighting with a sprained hand is crazy.
Crazy work.
And still fucking beating her ass
First of
is
all,
wild.
we got to address the first round. Definitely beat up Anna.
For
had
sure.
her in the chair. Had her sleeping. No, I'm just kidding. No, but definitely got her 1-2s, which was nice. It was like finally someone to get her to shut the fuck up.
Right.
But then round 2, I do gotta say it was either a tie or Anna. But I say Anna held her own. Nunu didn't do her.
Okay,
do it the same.
So what I gotta say is that we have to address the chain around the hand situation. So at some point we do see Anna wrapping around the chain, but the security does take it away from her.
Yeah,
the security at some point you see him take it out her hand, and she gets annoyed, she gets upset, and then now like she's really upset. They go again, and I feel like that second round, I don't really think Anna did much. The only thing she did was pull the wig off and grab her by her shirt, which is what gave the illusion that she was doing something, because she's dragging her now. Like, now you're pulling her around. And I mean, yeah, she did better than the first round, but girl, she just was able to stand up. That's the difference. She was able to stand up strong on her feet because she's pulling her. And then she just pulled her wig. Like, she didn't really do shit.
Yeah.
She really didn't do anything.
I mean,
so
yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I just feel like, you know, then she has the audacity to go hop around with security talking about, back
small.
up off me, I'm little as fuck. Like, bitch, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, I didn't understand
We can see. We all have eyes. We can see that you are small. You don't have to keep saying it. You don't have to keep airing it out. We fucking get it.
It's like she plays the card like, I'm small, you can't hit me type card. And whoa. We can't forget that during round 2 with Nunu and Anna, Saucy Santana's like, mink.
Oh my God, he is. You see how there's just so much happening? That it's like, it's so much happening. There's the main event in front of you, but then there's so much background action happening that it's a lot.
Yo, he was so hyped to see Ahna Mac getting beat up.
Yeah, no. I mean, listen. Like, yeah, she was pulling Nunu, but Nunu was still giving them face shots, and I don't care what anybody says. I really don't. Rewatch it.
Yeah, and then while the wig was being like, you
right,
know, looked at as a trophy by Ahna, the crowd is like,
the only thing that which really was so annoying. I was like, you guys are hyping this girl up for what? Because she took the girl's wig. Like, really? At least Nunu is not pulling her hair. She's straight up punching you.
And
that's
mind
it.
You, she has a broken hand.
A broken hand at that, and still washing you. Still fucking washing you is crazy. And honestly, I was so happy. I was so happy to see that, because I'm, you know, since day one, when I was talking about how we were bored in Baltimore, bitch.
Yeah.
The fans were coming for me. Yeah. Doing all this shit, threatening me. The show didn't even fucking air you. You don't even know this fucking bitch coming for me. And then it's crazy to see how it escalates. Yeah. And then her popping her shit with DJ Sky because she know DJ Sky can't fight. Yeah. It's so ugly. There's so many times where Ahna Mac really and truly deserved more
100%
than what the fuck she got, and she got away with shit. I guarantee you, if Krishan wasn't fucking pregnant, bitch, your TV career would have been ended right then and there, because she would have slapped the shit out of you. It would have been done, because Krishan fans go hard, okay? They go hard behind Rock. You would have been done right then and there. No one would have remembered you anymore if Krishan wasn't pregnant and slapped the shit out of you. For real. I wish she did. I wish she wasn't pregnant. And I wish Tesehki actually did slap you for her a little bit. She ain't got to beat you up. Just a little slap. Just because you talk shit. Principle. You talk shit about my sister, so principle. Not saying I got to go hard and beat you up. I know you're fragile. A little slap. That's it.
Yeah, I know. You needed to let that out.
I needed to let that out. I'm sorry. Like, yeah. I can't. I'm sick and tired of everybody letting her get away with acting like a scary fucking chihuahua. Like, y'all really let her get away with it.
Because she's small. That's
y'all would talk shit about Biggie, but y'all not talking shit about Ahna? Yeah. How does that make any fucking sense?
Big facts. Call it out for sure. Let it out.
I let it out. I'm done.
Ahna definitely is scary, and she's annoying. Like, you know, she has all this mouth online, but then so quick when people like us call her out, you know, she blocks us. You know what I'm saying? And that's been a thing where she blocked me because I called her out on something that she's done, which goes to show you a lot about people, right? You can't take the heat, but you're so quick to give it to everybody else.
And look, at the end of the day, we get it. We get that she's human. We get that she has feelings. We understand this, but we are going to clock it every fucking time. I gave her props. I gave her praise. I said she was funny. I said she was cool, but I'm over it. I'm fucking over it. I'm over it, because the same way Biggie said she was going to slap Jayla, she did. Whether she lost or not, she fucking did. And I respect Biggie. Why are you behind someone that don't even stand on nothing? How is that a baddie? Get the fuck out of here. How is that a fucking baddie? Y'all so quick to run behind Ahna, and she running away. She's running away, right? At least Biggie slapped the shit out of Jayla, whether she lost or not. This bitch called Krishan slow and couldn't even stand on it in front of fucking Krishan. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done.
Okay.
I let it out.
So yeah, obviously after that, the crowd again starts cheering round three, which I thought was funny. I don't think they end up going round 3.
No,
though, right?
And you instead see Jayla.
Yeah, that's
sneak Gretch. This is where Jayla sneaks Gretch.
Yeah.
And people are like shocked, like, oh my God.
The fucking crowd getting involved again, talking about let Callie get her.
Yeah. Yo, people wanted to see Callie fight so bad.
Callie looked too cute to fight.
Yeah, she did. And I didn't want her to fight.
She honestly, and I forgot to mention this when we mentioned her, but she deserves to get, you know, criticized for that, because not only was that fucked up to like jump in on Jayla being there the whole time, you saw Jayla there the whole time, and it was no reason for Callie to get involved, one. But then also, it's like sad to see that you went so hard for this Gretchen girl for some reason, and y'all not even friends in real life no more. They stopped being friends.
Just a trauma bond. I feel like their friendship is a trauma bond. They bonded off of being the least liked, and that's just really what it was.
And now in real life, like Jayla said, she's like, it's up from here on forever. Because how do you not? When someone fucks your face up like that, how do you not have real life? It's not TV no more. It's real life. If I see you, it's up.
Yeah. So they call out the replacements at some point, but the replacements aren't even coming out yet. And then Saucy talking about Ahna, catch your breath for Big Kiva. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He really was gunning for her, like, for real. And honestly, and that's why I could see why Biggie and Ahna said that they didn't like him.
That he had an agenda.
He had an agenda, but like, no, baby, he watches the show.
Right.
I think that's what it was. He watches the show and he see how all of y'all are moving from his perspective. So yeah, of course he's gonna call shit out.
Mm-hmm.
He should have an agenda as the host.
Right.
You're supposed to, right.
He's not a baddie. He's a host. Right. That's his job.
His job is to call the shit out, right? And to ask the questions the fans want to know. And he's the only host that's done that.
Yeah.
Like, really done that.
Besides Jason Lee.
Whether it's messy or not, he's doing his fucking job.
And not for nothing, because people want to call him biased, but his absolute favorite baddie was DTB. And he still said, DTB, you disappointed me.
Right.
So, like, is he really biased?
He just knows how to call it like it is.
Exactly.
That is really all it is.
So they obviously call for the replacements, I think about 3 times before they actually do come out. But in between them, that's when Tommy and
Rollie are like arguing over some dumb shit. And then Tommy seems like she's just trolling. I'm just like, what is this argument even about? Like, it's stupid.
She talk about I could get naked right now. You think I'm jealous?
Yeah, like I was like, yo, this is hilarious.
For real?
Yeah, Rollie was over it. She was like, next topic. Then they finally bring out the replacements, and you see Big Kiva, you see J.O., you see Heaven, and do we see Wendell Lee?
Yeah, Wendell Lee was there. And it's low-key awkward at first. Like, they don't really know, like, you know, hey.
And they don't even know where to go, because it seems like there's no seats left for them. So it's like, where's the seats? Like, where do you sit? Because they want to sit together. Like, is there space for all of them? Big Kiva's looking around like she's looking for Ahna. You know, Ahna standing up. She don't know what's, you know, she has to be ready for anything. So she's like standing up, and out of nowhere, you know,
J.O. gives Tommy a kiss first.
They're going around, they're hugging everybody, but out of nowhere, J.O. punches the shit out of Biggie, and I don't know why. I want to know what the reason. Like, what was the reason? What was the reason?
The funniest part was Biggie go, me?
And she's like, who else? Who else? And I'm just like, yo, what did Biggie do? What did Biggie do?
Yeah, maybe y'all know what happened and the reason why, but I
please
couldn't
comment
remember
what the reason is. What the fuck Biggie did? Because I need to know what you did to piss J.O. off. Out of all people, J.O. is the last person Biggie you need to piss off, because Biggie, you can't fight. Like, you see, I'm a Biggie fan, and even I know that. I can admit that. So what the fuck did Biggie do to piss J.O. off? I just want to know.
We about to find out on the next episode of Baddies Caribbean Reunion.
Ew, so ugly. But I mean, that's basically where it ends off. It was so crazy. It was so packed. There was so much happening. It's so much fights, so much just breakouts of just a lot. I don't even know what to say.
It was great.
So in the preview, this is where we see E.T. coming out. We see E.T. versus Rollie. We see Tommy versus Rollie.
Yeah, we do.
We see Tinkerbella and Meatball again. And Ahna Mac gets fucking caught in the crossfire between fucking Tink and Meat when Meat throws another fucking chair.
That shit is funny.
Like, she really got smashed with the chair, yo.
That shit was funny.
Then Natalie talking about, we can't have a live audience. I'm like, you know what?
I can't wait to see what next episode is gonna have.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what's in store, because it seems like it's gonna be very explosive with like E.T. coming out.
For sure.
And, you know, just everything. And even Tommy and Rollie. Why the fuck are they fighting? Tommy trying to fight security. Tommy always trying to fight security. Like, it never fails. Like, we're talking about the same woman that tried to run Jocelyn Hernandez over with her car. So, you know what? She's crazy. She's crazy. And I just want to talk on the Bobby thing again real quick, because I did peep, because someone commented he pulled her vape out of her hand, and I didn't even notice it.
Did he?
He did.
Really?
He was like, I need a hit of that. Give me that shit. And I was like, pulled it out of her hand, yanked it from her hand, like literally went in her hand and tried to take her vape. That's when she went off on him, because you're already being funny. You're already being funny talking about last calls. Now you're trying to grab my vape out of my hand. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And we already know you can't fuck with people's vapes.
Yo, facts,
can't fuck with people's vapes.
Oh my God, that just reminds me of fucking Kay from Jocelyn's Cabaret talking about, I went to go look for my vape, and like she just started with me out of nowhere. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, don't get me mad. Don't get me mad. But I mean, yeah, overall, I think that this was a great reunion. I had a great time watching it. DTB. It is what it is.
And apparently she quit. This is her final season.
I saw that she posted that she's no longer doing Baddies, because she's finished with Baddies Midwest. You're not gonna see her fight. She's not gonna do no other show. That's it. She's done. She'd rather just be cute.
I hope so.
I just wonder how true that is, because you said that the last time. So I don't know. What if Zeus calls you back? Like, what?
You lost credibility, girl.
Right. So I don't know if I believe her.
Hi, my name's T said the same thing, and she stuck to it. So, I mean, you know what I mean? She has, like, you know, I don't know. But I did see that, so I guess we'll see. I mean, Midwest looks...
Midwest. Listen, I called it. I said Midwest is about to be the craziest fucking season, because it's in the Midwest. Look where they're going.
Yeah.
Look where they're going. And all this shit I'm hearing... Yo,
let's talk about that for a second. So I know we had some feelings. So Tiana and I were on the ground when they were filming Baddies East, and
that shit was so lit.
It was crazy, right? And this was before, like, yes, there were T pages and a few little, you know, smaller Instagrams that were following the Baddies at the time. Yeah. But this is the first season, especially Baddies Caribbean. You saw a little bit more, but they were also out of the country. So their main audience is in America. So we didn't really get behind the scenes. However, Baddies Midwest, we're getting a lot of behind the scenes and speculations and stuff. And I think it's interesting to talk about, like, the culture of Baddies and how many people are invested now compared to back then when we started, because there was literally two small, you know, Instagram. One became huge, which was Baddies Inc. You know, we seen him or
Baddies T Inc.
Yes, Baddies T Inc. We've seen him you know, grow to what it is now, and it's over 100K. So it's crazy. Like, now we see more behind the scenes footage. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Does it, like, I feel like it's great for promotion, obviously, as far as, like, Zeus goes. Like, it's great for promotion, but it kind of, like, I don't know, maybe it's just a little annoying. Like, it was nice, a little bit of the secrecy behind I guess the show.
Yeah, I don't like that I'm seeing spoilers. Like, I mean, I'd rather wait and be shocked. Like, I hate that I'm seeing, or people are able to speculate what's going on, or we're seeing BTS of stuff. It's like, damn, y'all really chatting. Like, every time I go on Instagram, y'all spoiling shit for me. Like, can I just wait and see the show? Like, do you not sign a contract and no ND, no nothing? Like, why do I know what the fuck is going on? Like,
yeah, and
it's annoying.
And obviously, right, we were doing the same. We were trying to get behind the scenes footage. So it's not like hating on the fact. It's just like kind of, we're just talking about where the culture.
I feel like, you know, they weren't doing it the way we were doing it. They were doing it just by being fans. They weren't doing it like reporting and actually, you know.
True.
They weren't doing it like that.
And that comes with all the eyes on the Baddies now, right? There's obviously these T pages. It's good in Lamel's eyes. It's good. It's good for, you know, marketing. I'm not saying I'm not hating at all. I'm just saying it's interesting to see where the culture has gone from when we started. So it's very interesting, but
now everybody wants to be on Baddies' dick. When y'all was talking shit that it was ghetto and trashy in the beginning, the same people talking shit about how it was ghetto now all of a sudden are watching.
Yeah, yo.
Now all of a sudden
got a lot, especially like just I guess from people from what I know. You knew too. Actually, we both got people in our lives that were judging us for
sure
talking about this shit.
For sure.
So it's crazy to see where the culture is now. I ain't mad at it though, because at the end of the day, it's a space where, you know, we had the opportunity to see people like Baddies T-Ink grow and be what they are, and then us too, and Messy Maya, and all these other people that are in the space. So I ain't hating. I'm just saying it's crazy to see where it's at. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper the way I am with anime, so you know. I'll leave it at that. So with that being said, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram. That's JESSI.strange. And where can they find you, Tiana?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Randomania1. You guys can find us on Instagram at The Petty Headquarters. We release episodes every Tuesday at 4 p.m. We know that we just gave you a double upload this week, so that's crazy. So check out that Kaylani video or, you know, the podcast episode if you have time. Was she being manipulated by Nicole? I don't know. Find out on that episode. So yes, on YouTube, The Petty Headquarters. You know, you just know what it is. Wherever you listen to your podcasts on, Google, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Spotify, Apple, we are there. So with that being said, this was your weekly dose of mess.
Why do you hate it so much?
I don't hate it. This was the first time I ain't say nothing. Now you got something to say.
You rolled your eyes.
Yo, the first time I don't say nothing.